So don't be corrupt. Begin there first, not out there. You understood?
Yes, sir.
Will you do it? Don't promise.
So?
Wait, don't ever promise unless you're absolutely going to carry it out. Right? But if you see how important it is in life, because you're all growing up, growing into this terrible world. It's an insane world. You understand? There is no sanity in the political world, in the religious world, right? In the economic world, there is no sanity. So, please, I'm just pointing out to you, whether you're grown up or leaving this marvelous valley, or staying here for another 2-4 years, don't be corrupt inside. Don't seek vanity, proud, pride. Don't say I'm superior to somebody else. You know, you learn a great deal when there is humility. You know the word humility?
Yes.
You learn a great deal if you're really humble. But if you're merely seeking success, money, 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 power, position, status, you understand? Then you are beginning with corruption. You might be poor. Be poor. Who cares? That's why it's important for you, for all of you, to find your own talent and stick to it, even though it doesn't bring you success, fame, and all that, which is all nonsense anyhow, because we're all going to die. You understand, old boy? While you live, live. Not with all the rubbish that's going on.
So then, why don't people realize this, sir?
Because they don't think, they don't feel, they are thinking about themselves all the time. Their job, their administration, their work. You understand? They're not interested in this. Very few are.
So then how do you stop being selfish?
Huh?
How do you stop being selfish?
How do you stop being selfish? Don't be selfish.
So but then
Just listen. You say, how? Then don't ever ask anybody how. You understand? Then they will tell you how. Then you're lost. That's the biggest corruption.
you mean to say we must find out for ourselves?
Find out, inquire, use your brain, doubt, question. Don't merely accept. I'm your teacher. Suppose I'm your teacher. I want to see that you have a very good brain. Right? To have a good brain means not to have conflict in yourself or with somebody else. I know all this is too much.
So, sir, I wanted to ask you, sir, but supposing you are not on the mistake and someone does something to you, and
If someone does something harm to you, what will you do? Hit him back?
it depends on the depth of what he's done, sir.
Yeah, you have said it. Pancho, you're quite... If he hurts you deeply, what will you do? Have you asked what it means to be hurt? Go on, think with me. Think with me.
So is that corruption again to be hurt?
Just listen. I suppose I hurt you very deeply. Suppose I don't want to hurt you. Suppose I want to hurt you very deeply. Now, you say I'm hurt. Now, what do you mean by that? Use your brain. Don't repeat.
Physically,
Yes, not only physically, but inside, he hurts you. He calls you a fool.
so I think,
Just listen carefully. All of you listen carefully. He calls you a fool. And you get hurt, right? Have you found out what gets hurt? Careful, careful. Huh? Look, somebody calls you a fool and somebody calls you a great man. They're both the same, aren't they? Do you understand what I'm saying? Somebody calls me a fool, an idiot, and I get hurt, suppose. What gets hurt? Careful, careful, think out, careful. Don't reply quickly, think out. Think out. No, I won't listen. I said, think it out. Carefully think it out. I'm asking you, I call you an idiot. I hope I'm not saying that. And you get hurt. What do you mean you getting hurt? What is you?
your ego.
Just think it out, old girl. Think it out.
So, the you is I, that is me, my ego.
What is you? What are you?
So I am what I've built of myself.
Come out here, old boy. Sit in here. Come on, don't waste time. Huh? I know you, so go on.
So, what is hurt is me, what I built of myself.
That's it. What you have built of yourself, right? Which means what?
So, what is hurt is what's been achieved, what I've achieved, what I've
What
done.
you have done, what you have achieved. Why are you all so accustomed to achievement? You all talk about achievement. Like your father, your mother, your grandmother, they have achieved, right? They have become successful, you mean?
No, so what they've done to themselves.
Yes. Say, for instance, I have been all over some of the world, right? I've talked to various thousands of people. I have been to the United Nations. All kinds of things I've done, right? So which means what? I have built an image, a picture about myself, right? Picture about myself. You come along and say, you're an idiot. And I get hurt, suppose. What gets hurt? Huh? My feeling,
My pride.
my image.
Your image of yourself.
Huh?
Your image of yourself.
Yes, that's right. Image of myself. because I've traveled, I'm a great
Sir?
man, I've written books, I've seen Mrs. Gandhi. You follow? I have built an image about myself. And that image gets hurt.
Yes, sir.
Now, next step, listen carefully. Can I live without image? Any image?
Can you, sir?
Huh?
Can you?
Yes. I wouldn't otherwise talk about it.
How, sir?
That is dishonesty to talk about something you don't yourself are not living.
So, but you want to go
Now,
deeper.
maybe listen to what I'm saying, old boy. So, have you an image at this age? Yes. Of course, all of you have images. And those images get hurt. And all through life you will get hurt as long as you have those images.
Forget them, sir.
Huh?
Should you forget them?
Leave them, don't have them.
Yes, sir.
Be like that. That is where corruption begins.
So, but how do you get rid of your images, sir?
Huh?
So, but how do you get rid of your images?
How do you get rid of images? If you say they are dangerous, you will get rid of them immediately.
So if you get rid of an image, then what is left of you?
Nothing.
Then what are
I mean, listen to what I said. Be nothing. And then you live. You people, you will understand later. The big thing. Huh?
The others might have an image of you, but we shouldn't have an image of us.
Yes. Let the others have images. Don't you have them?
Sir, but sometimes without images you feel insecure.
What?
Sir, sometimes if you don't have an image.
Don't have, not sometimes.
Okay, sir, if you don't
Not, are you talking seriously or theoretically?
No. It's like, suppose a person can.
So, what do you suppose?
Sir, like if a person doesn't have an image, there's sometimes that person is likely to feel insecure.
Be insecure. Know you are insecure. Then find out what is security. But if you're always seeking security, you don't know whether you are insecure. But first, find out for yourself, if you are insecure, what it means, physically, inwardly, and so on.
So whether you have an image of yourself or not, you're insecure.
What?
Whether you have an image of yourself or not, you're insecure.
Whether you have an image or not, you are insecure. I'm asking you, have you found out if you are insecure or you're just talking?
So I feel insecure about
No,
you.
wait, find out what it means. What it means to be insecure. Either you're insecure physically, right? Right? Or economically, or insecure in public opinion, right? Or insecure in money matters, or insecure in your relationship. Find out.
And then what, sir?
Huh? When you learn where there's insecurity, then you are secure. Get that, old boy.
So do you have an
And then listen what I said.
Yes.
You get it? When you find out for yourself what is insecure, where you are insecure, with your family, with your father, with your mother, with your wife or husband, with God. You understand? Find out, learn about it. The moment you know and have learned a great deal about insecurity, then you're out of it. Then you're secure.
Sir, if you learn a great deal about insecurity, you don't know the full of insecurity.
Oh yes, you will know it. You will, sir, if you begin rightly, you understand? Then what is right is at the beginning. I wasn't called. This is too difficult for you.
So are you saying that live with insecurity to find out what it is?
You are insecure, not live with insecurity. You just now said I'm insecure.
Yes.
Live with it, find out. Use your brain to find out. Don't become mechanical.
To get rid of insecurity, we have to get rid of fear first, no?
Fear. Right? Right?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to show you. Show you. You have to learn. Not from me. Learn. What is fear?
Fear is nothing but the thing which we think it is bad for us.
Something you don't know about.
Wait, Sadji, you don't listen to somebody else first. You're always ready with your own question. He said, do you know what he said? You don't, because you didn't listen. Because your own question was more important. That is selfishness. Right? He said, fear. How is one to be free of fear, right? You meant that, didn't you? Right? So, first listen to that question. He said, what is fear? How is one to be free of it? Now, do you know you're afraid?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Why?
I think it's because I think of something which makes me feel okay.
Now, just a minute, you have said something tremendous. I don't know if you're aware of it. You have said something very true.
So then
Yes.
if we don't think of something, then
That's it. You have learned, first thing, that thinking brings fear. Right?
yes, sir.
Right?
I know, sir.
Right? So you have to find out what is thinking, not how to stop fear. You understand? You just now said very carefully that thinking brings fear, which is true. I might die tomorrow, and I'm frightened. I might lose my job, I'm frightened. Right? So thinking brings fear. Yeah? Say it. Then what is thinking? Now go step by step to find out what is thinking.
So, to get rid of thinking, to get rid of fear, we have to get rid of thinking.
No, I said never get rid of anything because it will come back.
Okay, so you said if anything is dangerous, you'll wipe it out by yourself.
Yes.
So you see that fear is
No,
dangerous.
first listen carefully. I said to you, fear, he said, fear exists, comes when you think about something, right? Fear, I might die, fear I might lose my job, fear of my father, fear of my teachers, right? So as long as you are thinking about the future, right, there is fear, right? Now you have to find out what is thinking.
So it might be selfishness.
Yes, wait, I'm asking you something. First listen, boy. I'm not trying to stop you. What is thinking? Carefully, use your brain.
What the brain does.
Huh?
What the brain does.
No. Use your brain to find out what he's thinking.
Imaginations.
Huh? Huh?
Imaginations.
Imagination, go on.
Sir, and what you've seen, you record and you think about it.
That is good, you're beginning. You're recording, aren't you? That is, oh Lord, I'll show you. Our brain, what is inside the skull, is recording. You are recording mathematics. You are recording geography, history. You are recording. A tape is recording. This is recording down there. You understand? I'm talking. Electrically it's connected to that machine, and that's recording on the tape. Our brain acts exactly like that. It's recording. Right? Mathematics, history, geography, your father. It's recorded your father.
Yes.
Right? Now, wait a minute. What do you mean by recording? Think it out. Use your...
To recall something back again.
What do you mean? Recording.
Absorb, sir.
Isn't it necessary to record?
Yes, sir.
Huh? Why?
To link the past to the future.
No, isn't it necessary to record? I hope the older people, older boys are paying attention to all this, because it's their life.
Yes, sir.
So, recording is necessary when you write a letter, when you drive a car, right? When you have to pass an exam, unfortunately. When you record that you have a father in some place and a mother, right? All that's recording, that's necessary. Now, there's also another recording. I get hurt. You get it?
Yes, sir.
There are two kinds of recording. The recording of driving a car, driving a letter, becoming IAS, becoming an engineer. Listen carefully, you're following? And there's also another recording, me first. I am selfish. I want this, I want success. Right? So, these two are recording all the time. Which is recording is memory, isn't it?
Yes.
Memory of your father, memory of your mathematics. Right? So, recording means memory, which is repeating.
Yeah.
Huh? You see this? When you learn mathematics, you are recording, you are repeating, memorizing. Like that, tape. Right? So, you become mechanical. Like the tape is mechanical, repeats, repeats, repeats. I am a Brahman, I'm a Brahman, I'm a Brahman. I'm a Hindu, I'm a Hindu. I am against communist, communist, communist. Right? And so on. Our brains then become conditioned, limited, small. Right? So thinking is part of memory. You can't have memory if you haven't met your father. If you haven't seen your father, your mother. So, You have seen the father and your mother, and that is stored in the brain as memory, and also that's knowledge. And knowledge is based on experience, of course. Right?
I'm memorizing, sir.
Right. You are memory. You understand? You are memory. The whole of your being is memory. Memory that you are Atman. Memory you have got a soul. Memory there is light inside you. Memory that there is God. It's all still memory. I know you listen carefully, find out if it is true what the speaker is saying or it's a lie. You understand? Find out. Your memory. Without memory, you are nothing. Memory your name, memory of your family, memory of mathematics, memory of going up that hill, memory of your friend. Right? So you are memory.
Yes.
Memory is something dead, gone.
Then how are we alive?
Because the organ, you have food, you have air,
No, not
water.
Then how can we?
Find out, sir. That is the great point. You understand? Find out what is truth. Memory is not truth.
So what do you mean by truth, sir?
You can't describe it.
Sir, but I don't
What is the flower? What is that flower? Look at it. You never ask when you are looking at that flower, what is it? How does it come? You have the beauty of it. Please learn something. Beauty is truth. You understand? Beauty is truth. The beauty of good life, not successful life. Now, sirs, it's 10 to 11. Will you sit quietly for a minute? Sit quietly. All right, sirs. Thank you.
trả cho.
We have created this society. Not each one of us, but our past generations. We have, those and us have created this present immoral, destructive society. And we are trapped by that society. That society is made by each one of us. So we are responsible for that society. Whether it is possible not to change society, but is it possible to radically, deeply transform our conditioning, which is understand deeply our consciousness, which is what we are. Is it possible to transform not into something, but to change, bring about a mutation in the very structure and nature of our consciousness? That is the problem. That is the crisis. It's not political crisis, economic crisis, or the crisis of war, but the crisis is in ourselves. And we apparently cannot face that crisis, or unwilling to face it. And so we try to escape from that fact through various forms of entertainment, religious, political, football, and all the rest of it. Also, as we were saying yesterday morning, the content of our consciousness, the content being what you think, what you feel, your reactions, your longings, your despairs, your pleasures, your depressions, your faith, your dogmas, your sorrow, your beliefs, your desperate loneliness, and the fear of ultimate death. Possess all that's your consciousness. That's what you are. And we are asking together whether that the content can the content end